There we go. There we go. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. I had to get it right, man. Sorry, y'all. Forgive me. But y'all already know where you at.
Trap, trap.
Let me know if my audio and my stuff sounds decently, y'all, if y'all don't mind. You know I'm building this plane in the air. Shout out to Mr. Law Nation, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. But man, oh man, Jerry really did it this time, didn't he, y'all? Jerry did it this time. This man was able to get our boy Dan Quinn, keep our boy Dan Quinn in the building. So, you know them haters gonna hate that, y'all. Y'all already know that. Hey, let's get this trap around the corner. Let's go.
Yeah.
You know them haters gonna hate that. Let's get it.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face. Hey. I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day. Hey. Ain't no looking back. Came a long way.
Shout out to
I know that they mad, but
let's get this trap around the corner for the squad.
That would make them hate. That would make them hate.
Hey.
And we just get K and they just in the way.
Let's get it.
That would make them hate. That would make them hate. Hey. Cause we just getting K and they just in the way.
We got the Keeping Landlord, y'all. Let's get it.
You ain't in
Best
on the
case
team,
scenario.
just a ball
You know what I'm
boy.
saying?
Used to ride knockouts,
I don't
but
know
it's
if we
real
could ask for a
now.
better situation.
I probably average your career.
Let's
Kill
go.
one day hating on it, probably wanna kill.
Let's
When
go.
they got our own band, we holler.
Shout out to the
Long little CEO,
Lamar.
CIP
Let's
the
get it.
dollar.
Shout out to K.
Took my brother,
in the
that
building.
made me go harder. That turned me to
Y'all
a
hit that like and share
monster. I'm
for the
focused on the
squad and
comma.
we're not charging
I'ma run up them
cards.
commas.
We trying to get
I'ma
this
run
trap
up them
around the
numbers.
corner, y'all.
I
Let's
know
get
that
it.
they hate the way it.
We got some good news for once.
All this
You know
ball,
what I'm
man.
saying?
Street made on the chain.
Let's go.
I can't see a thing, all this money in my face.
Hey.
I just blew a bag, ran it back the same day.
Shout out to
Hey,
Tommy
ain't no
Mike
looking
Toya
back.
in the
We
building.
came
Let's
a
go.
long way. Hey, I know that they mad, but
Y'all, let's get
it
this
just
trap
little
around the
hate.
corner. Shout out to Joe
That would make
Trentino
them
on
hate. That
Facebook.
would make them hate.
Regina
And we just
Jean
getting
on
K and they
Facebook.
just in
Tyler
the way.
Stroll on Facebook.
That would make them
Let's
hate.
get it.
That would make
Tyler
them hate.
Sherrill, my bad,
Cause
you
we
know.
just getting K
I
and
see
they
you
just
broke
in
it
the way.
Forgive me. Shout out to Gary Murphy. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Y'all already know what time it is. And you know where we at, man. DQ got this trap jumping.
Trap, trap, trap.
DQ got the trap jumping.
Trap.
Hey, let's get it. Let's get it. Hopefully we can get more people in the building shortly. Shout out to Kai 0012 in the building. Hey, we gonna go and crank this thing on up, though. We gonna go and crank this thing on up, though. What's happening? What's happening? We in the building, man. Hey, I got a little surprise for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I think I might have the phone set up, y'all. I might have the phone set up. Let's get it. Shout out to upgrading the show. You know, Landlord be working now. Landlord be working now. I'm trying to get this thing right for y'all. You know what I'm saying? If anybody want to call the show, let me know. You know what I'm saying? We can have a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Landlord been working. You know, I have been. You know, let's get it. So that's to everybody. You know, I say I pull out the phones on a certain part of the show, and then, you know, if somebody want to call, I open them up, and, you know, we can have a conversation. But man, we talk a lot of the foolishness about Mr. Jerry Jones, don't we? Yeah. Hey, Kai 001, we got a chirp phone. We got the Obama phone in the trap. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. We got the Obama phone jumping, man. You know, don't hit me on my next tail chirp vibes. You understand me? Don't hit me on my next tail chirp. You know what I'm saying? We got something to be happy about. Shout out to Wayne Brown in the building. Tommy Montoya, Albert Johnson. We in the building. You know where you at. We trapping on a Friday. You know what I'm saying? They said ain't no darn credit on no darn Friday, y'all. You know we can't give you no credits on no Friday. He said, I just don't like my voice. Ah, man, Tommy Montoya, you know, I ain't got the greatest voice in the world either. My voice made for music, you know what I'm saying? It's really not made for this. It's really made for music, y'all. But, you know, we work with what we have. So if anybody want to call, we'll do that probably like halfway mark of the show, y'all. But, man, what do y'all think Jerry Jones did to get this man DQ to stay. Like, we give Jerry a lot of grief, y'all. We be on Jerry's head. We be at his throat. But, man, Jerry did it this time. Like, man, just to think that the way this, y'all so funny talking about the trap phone, Obama phone, you know what I'm saying? I got my minutes paid up and everything, you know what I'm saying? But, man, when you think about it, like, what have Jerry Jones done? Like, bro, we give him a lot of grief for a lot of the GM stuff that he do. I don't know if you can say that he has done. You know what I'm saying? You know I speak broken English. But man, shout out to Matt Bertain. He said, "Hey, how you doing today? This is Max Fries, who's Dono to you all the time." Yeah, I appreciate that. He said, "I lost my password to my Google YouTube on the old account because I got a new phone, landlord." Oh, I appreciate you, sir. He already appreciate you, sir. Real talk. You the MVP. I'm gonna have to give you a wrench on this one too, as soon as we do it, man, because you really support the show. Y'all just don't know, man. That goes a long way in helping me continue to do this. So all the donations and all the support is very, very much so appreciated. Shout out to Samuel Rowe, a.k.a. Professor O. Burner account in the building. What's happening, sir? What's happening, Jay from SoCal, T-Smooth, T-Mo, 419 in the building. But, man, we give Jerry Jones a lot of grief for stuff that we want him to do. We actually want him to keep it on moving, you know what I'm saying? We actually want to get a real GM in the building. We actually want to get somebody who can be held accountable for not doing the things that we want this team to do. You know what I'm saying? For a GM to have a track record of 27 years and not getting the big old dance, getting to the big dance, that is very much so unacceptable, y'all. Y'all know that. So, you know, Jerry sure know how to stay in the news, don't he, y'all? Every time you want to go down there with your picket signs and march on the Joneses, they give us a little dopamine shot to make us feel a little better, don't they? Good grief. It's crazy, man, because this was a very huge move, though. Like, for us to keep Dan Quinn in a year 3, and this man was a top coaching candidate for like 2-3 jobs. Like, it wasn't like it was, okay, he got this, like, the Panthers job. It wasn't like if he didn't get the Panthers job, he wasn't a candidate nowhere else. Like, Jerry is the ultimate salesman, man. We already know how he get down when it comes to that, man. When it comes to selling and marketing, Jerry is him.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
When it comes to it, man. Jerry, he said the right name. Him Jones when it comes to selling his team, marketing his team, and convincing people, you know, being very persuasive. You know what I'm saying?
It's me, I'm him, I'm not them. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
That man gonna put you an offer that you cannot refuse. Shout out to Quinn Cowboy in the building. What's happening, man? Yeah, man, y'all already know. She said hit that like for the squad. It will not charge a card. It's a Friday, y'all. Y'all know it's payday. Y'all should be hitting that like because everybody feeling good on payday. You understand me? But yeah, man, I'm really happy that Jerry was able to reel this man in the bag. That was huge for this defense. And something that's very seldom in the NFL, having continuity as a unit, having chemistry. Stuff that's overlapping each other. You know what I'm saying? That's very, very, you know, that doesn't happen these days, y'all. It really don't. Like, you don't have a defensive coordinator stand 3 years in a row that with the success that he's had. You know what I'm saying? Most defensive coordinators would have been gone last year. And I know that some of this does have to do with DQ. Shout out to B-Bird in the building. Man, I heard your call this morning on Sky Show. It was excellent, sir. Shout out to you. But one of the things I will say, man, like, to have the chemistry from year to year, that's huge. You seen the big jumps that this defense took from year 1 DQ to year 2. Just imagine year 3. Now, you don't have to coach for your job. Now, this is one of the things you do got to realize that DQ is a former head coach of the Falcons, and he does want to make sure he's taking the right job. He's not just super anxious of trying to get to the job because you got to think about it. He knows that he can get in a bad situation and mess up his reputation. Now DQ is trying to save face. He don't want to just take any old job. He knows his worth. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to DQ. And you know Jerry greased them palms a little bit more too. You know what I'm saying? He did that for sure. But shout out to Samuel Rowe with the $1.99 for your man. I appreciate that, sir. He says 105.3 think Kellen gone too. Bring back the old Jerry. Absolutely, sir. That's the movement in the trap. That's it. That's it. Hey, man, shout out to B-Bird, though. Your call was excellent, sir. You're like, hey, you might have to. I got my phones hooked up now. You know I got the trap phone these days, man. Trap. What's happening to Rod Griffin in the building? But shout out to, we gonna call you Max Fries because we know who you are, sir. Thank you, sir. You know what I'm saying? He says, looking forward to talking to you. I miss you guys, and I'm so happy DQ. That's made my day. Fire Kellen Moore, now bring back the old Jerry. Absolutely, sir. That's what we need here. That's exactly what we need. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need. And, man, I'm just ecstatic about DQ. I'm going to just be real with y'all. I am ecstatic because I just knew that was something I was just submitting. I'm like, I was submitting to the idea that we're going to have to live life without Dan Quinn. And now, the only unfortunate part is that we still got Kellen Moore here too, you know what I'm saying? So I've been sitting here pondering, thinking. I know it's hard to believe. I'm thinking, like Landlord thinking, you know what I'm saying? Because I usually just be freestyling though, but look though. I've been thinking, how could I survive living with Kellen Moore, man? How could I do that? The only thing I feel like if I can make it through another year with Kellen Moore is for us to boost up these wide receivers, to boost up the running back. We need to draft the running back. This is a very deep running back draft too, y'all. We can get us a running back early or late. Trap. They say this is one of the best running back drafts in a long time. Like they got Bijan right there and a few guys that you can get late. You know what I'm saying? If you want to just jump out and get the guy from Texas, that's on you. But you can get wide receivers and not wide receivers. It's lacking on wide receiver depth, but running back depth is very, very deep. So that's why I said I do not want to go and get a wide receiver out the draft. That's too risky. That's too much development. You know what I'm saying? And we need a proven guy. This is what I want our fan base to realize, y'all. Our window is closing. It is. Like, we got to face that fact. So what do I mean by that? That means that the timeline on this team that we have assembled is crumbling. It's going down rapidly. So, therefore, we don't have time to be developing no wide receiver. We don't have time to be playing around. We need somebody that's ready-made. We need somebody that's a turnkey like a household. You know I'm the landlord. You already know that.
It's me. I'm him. I'm not them. I'm him Jones. I'm him Duncan.
We need a turnkey wide receiver. We need one ready-made. We need one, soon as he land in Dallas, we know that he's a proven commodity that's ready to go for Dak Prescott. We need that without a doubt. That's my opinion. Shout out to Mafia Modes. I think that's is that my guy, NFL News and Simulation with a new thing. I appreciate you, sir. Yeah, he changing his channel. He say he going to GTA content. We appreciate you over here, sir. Right up. He said, fire Kellen Moore, let Mike call the plays. Mike is the queen of the offense. That's exactly where I was going. You beat me to the punch, sir. You beat me to the punch. It's all good, though. Trap. But look, the first step is to get better wide receivers. And I asked West Coast this earlier today. You know, that's my dog. Shout out to West Coast. I said, what do y'all feel about OBJ right now? See, I would love to get OBJ, but I think West Coast thing was, he said he felt like OBJ would be demanding top dollar right now. See, if he want top dollar, I'm out. I don't want him no more. See, we got to figure out cheap ways to elevate this team because we know the Joneses, we just don't feel like the Joneses is going to commit, y'all. It is what it is. It's sad, but it's true. Shout out to Sharon Bell with a $2 super sticker. I appreciate that. But think about that, man. I'm trying to figure out cheap ways to elevate this team and for us to make it through with Mr. Kellen Moore. And I feel like the only way is for us to boost up these skill positions on this offense and let Mike McCarthy call the plays, man. That's the only way. Shout out to B-Bird with the $2 super chat. He said DeAndre Hopkins and Devon A-Chain running back fastest in the draft. Yeah, A-Chain looked nice too. She said Sharon Bell says new subscribers love your content. I appreciate you, man. I'm sorry. I like to address people as sir and ma'am. So if I'm calling you a sir when you're actually a ma'am or a ma'am when you're actually a sir, just let me know, man. I just like to address people accordingly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, B-Bird, you right. DeAndre Hopkins though. He might be on the tail end. We don't want to get him on the decline though. You know what I'm saying? And I love the player, but I'm talking about the player in this offense. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about this player. I don't know about D-Hop in this offense. Because you got to think, D-Hop one of them players who want to aggressively attack the ball when it's a 50-50 type ball. You know what I'm saying? He want to be aggressive at the point of attack. I'm not sure that Dak Prescott the right type of quarterback for that. Like, Romo and Dak are two different quarterbacks. Like, Romo don't care. Romo would take that shot. You know what I'm saying? He's a literal gunslinger. See, Dak just not a naturally gunslinging type quarterback. Like, we tried to kind of push him into doing that. But like, it's nothing wrong with not being a gunslinger either, man. As long as because we know Romo was kind of reckless at times with the football. So I feel like D-Hop need a more aggressive, a more reckless type quarterback. And I don't think that'll gel well with Dak. Know what I'm saying? I think Dak need a route runner. Like, that's just my opinion. But, you know, if we get him, I feel like I'd be happy for it, though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be a chooser. You know, beggars can't be choosers now. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Sadiqa in the building. What's happening with you? You know we trapping on the Friday. You know that. Shout out to Matt Barney. You know, that's Max Fries in the building. He says, let's go. We can do both. Let's get D-Hop and a good wide receiver in the draft. We deserve the best. Take your crown back, Jerry. Yes, you got to take your crown back. We need nefarious Jerry, absolutely. Hashtag bring back the old Jerry. We need him. This window is closing and it's urgent. That's all I want to say. I want to make sure I reinforce that. This window is closing and it's urgent because we don't have time. Yeah, B-Bird, we don't have time to be trying to teach no Rickers, no option routes. So if we got to deal with Kellen Moore, if y'all got to deal with Dak Prescott, because I ain't dealing with Dak Prescott. I understand that he's a good quarterback still. So if we got to deal with Kellen Moore and we still got to play with Dak Prescott, we need a veteran wide receiver to step in this door. Like, we need a vet to step right in the door. We don't need one of these rookie wide receivers who we got to pray that he becomes the wide receiver that we want. Like Toba, like, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully Toba can be a decent player next year, but we expected more. You know we wanted Toba to be our third receiver this year. You know what I'm saying? And it's not promised when it comes from the draft. Unless you going after top-notch players. See, we put way too much pressure on Will McClay, man. Good grief. Will McClay gotta be perfect. He gotta be perfect in the draft. Like, when it's people that's dogging Will McClay for messing up on Toba. Like, don't you know our whole team been carried by the perfection of Mr. Will McClay? If Will McClay was like an average, if he was an average scout, we'll be terrible right now. Because think about it, we live off the draft. The Dallas Cowboys live off the draft. We're not living off of free agents. If we was living off free agents, we'll we'll be in some trouble. We'll be anorexic around here. If we was living off of free agency, we'll be flatline in the hospital bed right now. We living off the great scouting and the great services of Mr. Will McClay. And if he mess up at all, it looms large on our team, man. So we got to take all that pressure off Will McClay, man. That ain't right. Get this man some help. Then when we acquiring free agents, we putting pressure on him. We putting pressure on Will McClay in free agency. So, look, now he got to go get these bargain basement free agents and pray to God they can be good. Like, man, it's all mid everywhere, man, and Will McClay got to find a way to navigate through that. Like, free Will McClay, man. Let this man go actually have a budget. You go and get, we give Will McClay a $family dollar budget and then expect him to go to Saks Fifth, man. We give Will McClay $5 and tell him to go get us a Louis bag, and he find a way to make something work. Like, that ain't right, man. I feel like that's not right. I feel like that's way too much pressure. At least give Will McClay a real free agent. You know what I'm saying? Let us go acquire a real free agent, like a real top free agent for a wide receiver. I want us to go get a top wide receiver. I believe that is urgent. If this team is not aggressive at going at the top wide receivers, y'all, I'm telling you right now, we will be mid for the foreseeable future, man. It's sad to say, but it's true. Yeah, somebody like Brandon Cooks and another little receiver, like we need. I don't know if Cooks gonna move the needle as far as I'm desiring, but I'll take Cooks though. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to move the needle. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Cooks can help move the needle in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he can do it in Dallas. Shout out to Max Fries with another $5 super chat. He says, I love to get T. Higgins from Bengals. Higgins and CD Life were good. Keep on trapping, Landlord. Absolutely. Bring back the old jail. Bring back the old jail. Shout out to Dwayne Brown with the $5 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, Toba, small school receivers, that's in a big league now. He will be better next year. Hopefully, man. I see the talent, though, Brown. That's why I said I feel like Kellen Moore option route complex scheme is messing him up, too. Go back and look at my work I did on Toba, man. I think I did some pretty good evaluation on Toba. This man can play, man. He fast. He can run routes. He can catch the ball. That's a great start at a wide receiver, man. This ain't rocket science. Shout out to Gabriel. I think I've been keep missing your comment. He says, Landlord, tell me why Kellen Moore calls an empty wide set in the red zone with second and 2 to go. That's when Dak threw the interception, man. Y'all don't want to talk about that. But, yeah, Dwayne Bryan, you said something in, man. Like, Jalen Tolbert, I did some good work on Jalen Tolbert, if I do say so myself. I evaluated that man in the preseason, and he was open left and right. You know what I'm saying? It's not Jalen Tolbert. It's not the player. Well, I say this, it's not physical. With Jalen Tolbert, it is definitely not physical. I debate anybody on that. What the problem is with Jalen Tolbert is, think about this. Shout out to JP in the building. What's happening? Sugar Daddy Williams. Think about this. This the problem with Jalen Tolbert, y'all. They tried to use this man at several different positions, right? At slide, at X, at Y. They overloaded this man. Think about this. It's already hard to learn these option routes in one position. CeeDee Lamb been in the system 3 years and he's still messing up on the option routes. We got to use this. We got to think about this in logic. So they putting Jalen Tolbert at 3-4 positions. They expecting him to know the options on each one. Man, get out of here. That's too much. Then we wonder why when he get on the field, his eyes big as a quarter. This man was scared. You know what I'm saying? He got this man saying, good grief. Just imagine as a young wide receiver, if you read the play wrong, you probably finna make an interception. That's exactly what happens. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. That's the way a young wide receiver have to come into this draft, into this offense. If he makes the wrong read, it could be a turnover. So why you think that's the reason why they didn't risk putting Jalen Tolbert on the field? That's the whole reason, y'all. It's really not his play. The reason Jalen Tolbert got 0 run this year is because this complex option route scheme that Kellen Moore runs is way too risky to be playing with a rookie. But y'all want to know something that make us real mad when we think about it? This finna make you mad. I'm going to just be real with you. We ain't have no problem with the option route with Amari Cooper. Zero. Name a time when we was up here mad because Amari Cooper ran the wrong route and Dak threw the wrong route. Never. Never. We never had these type of discussions when we had Amari Cooper. Now, I know I'm crying over spilled milk, but this is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never had those type of problems at wide receiver when we like, man, he should have went across his face, or he should have went deeper, or he should have went this way or that way. We didn't have those problems with Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? And now we still having these problems with our number one, y'all. That interception that Jabril was talking about, man, that was really on CeeDee Lamb. See, this is where it grinds my gears. We got low IQ level people who talking about this is Dak Prescott. That's not, look, man, look. I see people main argument saying that Dak got to choose who threw the football, where he threw the football. Man, you don't think we know that? Listen, man, this is why that interception was literally not even on Dak. I'm finna explain it to you. Okay, look at this. On that route, on that second interception, man, CeeDee Lamb chose the wrong direction to go. His whole body was read to play correctly. Dak read to play correctly. CeeDee Lamb did not. So that's why the interception happened. Dak Prescott turns his body to the right because he's expecting CeeDee Lamb to go across the inside. He's expecting CeeDee Lamb to go this way. CeeDee Lamb goes that way. So now Dak Prescott's body is like this. So when you say he can't choose, Dak gets to choose who he throw the football to, listen to yourself. Because look, Dak Prescott read the play right. And he picked the right person to throw it to. The person that he's supposed to throw it to did everything wrong. Look at that. If you got to put, this man whole mechanics had his shoulders turned this way, his foot's turned this way. He's throwing the ball this way. CeeDee Lamb goes back this way. And you know what CeeDee Lamb did? He did an out route, ran right back into zone coverage again. So somebody else just stepped right up and got in the way and got an interception. See, I swear to God, bro, I'm just being real with y'all. I'm not here to take up for Dak Prescott, y'all. I'm just here to defend the truth. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to defend the truth. It's not right for a man to be taking all these bullets and he ain't even the one that's in guilt. Then you got to think, this man got to sit here and be patient. He waiting on the wide receiver to read. That's stupid. You the quarterback. You got to read and the wide receiver got to read. Dude, tell me how much sense does that make? That is foolishness. Now a smart defensive coordinator, he don't got to do nothing but trick the wide receiver. They don't got to do nothing but trick the wide receiver to beat that. They ain't even got to beat that. Ain't that peculiar, y'all? Ain't that crazy? Shout out to Max Fries. Bring back the old Jerry. Buy him some salty mac grilled McMuffin. Hey, I'm telling you now. Shout out to Eternal Dynasty with the $1.99. He says, I don't want another top wide receiver if Kellen Moore is the OC. Look, we gotta out-talent this scheme, y'all. That's what's unfortunate. We gotta out-talent this scheme. If you give Kellen Moore mediocre talent, we gonna just be mediocre. We gonna be even worse than mediocre. I'm telling y'all right now, the way you could tell this scheme sucks, Look at Kyle Shanahan. This man had 3 quarterbacks and his scheme just kept on turning in and he didn't miss a beat. We know he is him on that.
It's me, I'm him, I'm not him. I'm him Jones, I'm him Duncan.
Look, Kyle Shanahan offense ran exactly the same way with 3 different quarterbacks. When you put Cooper Rush and anybody else in this offense, these numbers go straight to the toilet. If that's not your quarterback lifting a scheme other than vice versa, y'all let me know if I'm wrong. That's proof. Cooper Rush had this offense at the bottom of the league in almost every metric. And this is no shot at Cooper Rush. This is a shot at the scheme. Because if your scheme was so great and so superior, Cooper Rush would have been executing it well. Right? You know what I'm saying? Like when you attack this stuff with logic, it makes no sense. This is how you get down and you maneuver through all the BS. This is the way to do it when you attack it with common sense and logic. So when people talking about Dak didn't make the right read, sir, he actually did. He actually made the right read and he was prepared to throw the ball in the right place. But when you doing option routes and you got a receiver reading defenses and you got the quarterback reading defenses, so now the receiver made the wrong read and now it results in a turnover. This is what we dealing with. And then it's messing up your mechanics and everything, y'all. It's messing up the man mechanics. He can't even step right. Think about it. How you gonna prepare yourself to mechanically throw the football, like with your shoulders pointing the right way, your feet in the right place, if you ain't even sure which way the wide receiver gonna go? Shout out to Sticko Kid in the building, man. Y'all got me cooking this morning, man. We got to get rid of Kellen Moore, y'all. We got to get rid of Kellen Moore, man. That's too much reading. Shout out to Eternal Dynasty with the $4.99 for your mind. He says, look at what happened. Look what happened when we had Cooper. We were all mad at how he never got targets. Kellen doesn't know how to use talent, so why waste time or pick with or money? Straight up though. But the thing about it is, Eternal Dynasty, like if he gonna treat everybody equal, that's why the offense was good last year. Because his goofy self treated everybody equally. And if you gonna do that, the best bet you can do is have everybody be raw. That's all you can do. Jay Lombardi, we need to break that relationship up. Kellen and Dak cannot coexist. That's them the bars right there. Shout out to Daisy Clark. She says we need to start the movement. Fire Kellen Moore. Yeah, no more Kellen Moore. Shout out to Bruce got the toxic juice. He said, landlord, something my granny told me. Common sense ain't coming. Absolutely, sir. Absolutely, sir. It just don't work. And like, that's what I'm telling y'all, man. This option route scheme that Kellen Moore runs, it has messed up a lot of people. Shout out to Chris Heeg and Night Owl Cowboy on Facebook over there. Appreciate you, sir. But it's messed up a lot of stuff, y'all. It messes up a lot of stuff. Like, this option routes is messing up Dak mechanics. I know that sounds crazy, but think about it, man. Like I said, you got to get in detail with this stuff. If I think you going to the left, I position my body to throw to the left. If I think you're going to the right, I position my body to throw to the right. CeeDee Lamb went the opposite way, so Dak had to throw across his body. And not only did Dak have to throw across his body, CeeDee Lamb ran right into coverage. See, y'all don't understand this. Like, see, people just wanna throw some stones. Y'all don't care about the truth. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of guy, I fight for truth. I'm sorry. I won't sit here and let a man take all this blame for no reason. I'm sorry. Then we just heard Bill Parcells said the same exact thing. Sugar Daddy Williams said, I mentioned this issue last season when Dak appeared to have sloppy footwork. And it ain't even this man's fault. Ain't that crazy? It sounds crazy saying that his footwork ain't his fault. But that lets you know how foolish the option route schemes is. That's why Mr. Mike McCarthy separated himself. Mike McCarthy said, I refuse to let y'all take me down with this foolishness. And that's exactly what Dak needs to do. Dak gonna have to separate himself. Dak gonna have to let them know, like, look, man, I don't like this scheme. Look, man, I need more wide receivers. Or he just gonna go down. I said this again. I think this is a perfect analogy. If Dak Prescott do not separate himself and stand up for himself, he trying to be a good captain, and he gonna go down with this ship. But the Joneses gonna stand watching that ship sink from their yacht. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And nobody's gonna care. We just gonna sit there and watch it drown. Cause you a grown man, you gotta speak up for yourself, Dak. They gonna put you up out of here. You gonna be up out of here. And they playing with your legs. Shout out to Max Fry with another $5 super chat. He says, I want Dak to stand up for himself and tell Jerry, give me weapons and new OC so we can get back to the chip to Dallas. Fire Kellen Moore. Absolutely, sir. That's the move, man. These option routes is killing everything. I guarantee you, if you would have put Jalen Tolbert in Kansas City, that man probably would have had about 500 yards. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. See, like I just told y'all, let me know if I need to explain that more in depth, how the option routes has kept Jalen Tolbert off the field. I said that, man, when I did my evaluation on Jalen Tolbert, I said, man, this man physically is outstanding. He fast, he can run crisp routes, and he can catch the ball. Like, the only thing that could be wrong after that is mental. You know what I'm saying? And it's mentally messed up because of this complex option route scheme. This man go out here and got to have a SAT every time he run the ball. This man got to do a pop quiz every time he run a route. And think about that. That's hindering your wide receivers when they got to read. You can't play fast as you want to if you reading. You cannot. You cannot play fast if you reading. You got to read, then react. How you gonna just go? You know what I'm saying? You can't just go when you reading and reacting. That's not possible. So you slowing your wide receivers down as well, man. Shout out to Tika DA over there on Facebook, my cousin, man. Hit that shout button for your family in the Trent House. You already know how it is. Let's go. But man, y'all feel me though, man? Like, you can't go fast if you reading. Like, come on now. Think about the disadvantage he putting your people at. It's other teams who wide receivers just get to go and run a route. Your wide receivers got to run a route, got to think about it. They got to decide which way they want to go. They got to decide how the defense look. Ain't that goofy? That's goofiness, y'all. Come on now. Your wide receivers got to... What's happening West Coast in the building, man? What's going on, sir? Look, your wide receivers got to go through a pop quiz. Every time they run a route, they got to go through a whole test. That's not fair. That's not fair. Shout out to Max Fry with another $2 super chat. He said, scared money don't make no money. Absolutely. We need Nefarious Jerry back up in here, man. Shout out to Common Sense Lab with the $2 hop. He says, live by Kellen, die by the options, man. These option routes is looking at our offense and saying it's a million ways to die. You got a lot of options. The option is, you know what I'm saying, do you want lethal injection or do you want the electric chair? That's the option. Good grief. Yo, shout out to William Anthony. You putting way too much pressure on the wide receiver. Shout out to Mafia Modes in GTA in the building with the $5 super chat. He said we need less of more. Mic drop. Mic drop. And look, maybe we can coexist if Kellen Moore drops the option routes. What y'all think about that? But he probably never do it, unfortunately. Shit. He probably won't do it. Sugar Daddy Williams said most quarterbacks only have to read the defense. Dak also has to read the offense as well. 3 seconds or less. Straight up. You putting your quarterback at a disadvantage as well. Not only do he gotta make sure his protection straight at the line, make sure his pre-snap read is accurate, make sure, you know what I'm saying? He got all this to do. Then he gotta read the defense. Then he gotta read the wide receiver. Then he gotta throw the ball. Not only do he gotta throw the ball, he gotta place the ball where it's supposed to be placed and make the right read on where to go with the ball. Like, man, do y'all hear all of that goofy stuff? That's why people say this system is complex, y'all. You know what most quarterbacks have to do? Okay, down, set, hike. 1, 2, 3, boom. That's all they doing. They know this wide receiver has a slant. This wide receiver has a dig. This wide receiver has a drag. That's how it's simple. You know what I'm saying? All they got to do is hike the ball and read what's the best option. That got to read the defense and the wide receiver. Is that not stupid, y'all? See, the thing that's like grinding your gears, the thing that's like driving you to do it, it's very, very crazy because option routes are unstoppable if you execute it well. So I know they'll never just take all the option routes away. What they're going to have to do is just limit the option routes to the tight ends. Limit the option routes to the tight ends. Limit the option routes to CD Lamb. Because if that man if CD Lamb can't do the option routes correctly, man, I don't know what we're going to do with our number one. CD Lamb going to have to get it together. Like, ain't no way you been in this system 3 years, you still messing up. You know what I'm saying? So we got to look at it like that, man. We got to look at it like that. Like, CD Lamb got to get it together. We going to have to have option routes with our number one. But our tight end need to be, mostly people run option routes with tight ends anyway. You can't be doing option routes deep down the field like that. That's really goofy. So think about it. Think about this, y'all. Just like them interceptions that Dak threw to CeeDee Lamb against Green Bay. Think about this. Dak sitting up here reading the defense, dropping back, reading the defense. Then he got to find where to throw the ball. Then he got to read CeeDee Lamb. Way down the field, 30 yards down the field. Ain't that stupid, man? Shout out to Larry Lynn Sr., Big Tex, Dallas. Now think about this. And then you got people doing this surface level research, y'all. Surface level research. They say, oh, Dak was slow. He was slow on that route. He was behind. You want to know why he behind? Because he's sitting up there trying to see what the man finna do. And then you want to know what happens when Dak throw the ball on time? When Dak throw the ball on time, if the wide receiver don't run the right route, you know what that is? A guaranteed interception. Guaranteed. But this is who, everything on Dak. Shout out to Matt Fry with another $5 super chat. He says, I love your content, enjoy your streams, keep up the good work. You're the best landlord, and I definitely like to call, chat up with you too. I appreciate you, sir. Real talk. Thank you. He says, stupid is. Big Tech says, stupid is and stupid does. Like, man, we working with a monster on our hands, y'all. I don't know what to do with that. Larry Lynn Sr. said, I'm late, but we in here. Yo, man, I'm just explaining how these option routes are hindering this offense. The great legendary coach Bill Parcells just said the same exact thing yesterday, y'all. And this one thing I did want to talk about. I might try to do the phones, you know. Let me see. I did want to see how y'all feel about these free agents, though. The first one, you know, is Don Schultz. Do y'all want to bring Don Schultz back? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know right now. Is y'all trying to bring Don Schultz back? Give me a 1 for yes. Give me a 2 for no. Tell me you're fine. You good on that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nothing to do with that. Let me know. Let me know how you feeling about Mr. Dalton Schultz, y'all. I need crowd participation. We're going to go through all the free agents that we got. You know what I'm saying? I might try to do 1 phone call, 2 phone calls. It just depends on if people call. Unfortunately, I don't have too much longer to be on here, but I'm going to try to do a couple of phone calls. Y'all let me know what y'all thinking about Dalton Schultz, y'all. Please. I'm going to look at it. Let me see what y'all saying. Okay. Shout out to Coach Ma with the $10 super chat. I appreciate you, sir. He says, Landlord, this offense has 2 problems. Number 1, option routes. Absolutely, sir. Then he said the other is that it does not have no damn run game coordinator in the system. That's crazy. That's why our run game is not good at all. It's amazing. Coach Miles, see, this is why you so great in the community. I just told y'all all this complex stuff that Dak had to read. And then, you know what, on top of that, this man ain't even had no run game. But everything on Dak, though, that's craziness. Okay. Shout out to Mafia Mo's GTA. He said we need to work on our deep threats. We need to scale the defense. Straight up. Like, that's a whole nother bag of bones I gotta go down. Shout out to DC4 Life X. Kellen Moore gone. Someone who knows how to be a real OC and DQ stand. Our defense going to be doomsday for real this season. DC4. Man, I'm telling you, this defense year 3 finna be nasty, y'all. This defense year 3 finna be nasty. Straight up. I can't wait. But look now, you just said we need to threaten these people deep. Look, we running all these comeback routes and we ain't even got no deep threat. We don't even be scaring these people vertically, y'all. That's the first step to doing a comeback route. You gotta run some vertical routes sometime. What you doing? Shout out to Matt Fries. He said, let him go. Fergie is good for me. Talking about Dalton Schultz. Okay. I see more tools than anything. See, the only thing is really, I'm really caught up in the middle, to be honest, because we know that Dak loves Dalton Schultz. He got a great chemistry with him. So I really kind of lean on Dak. Like, bro, if you want him, Dak, if you feel like he can be like that, let him rock out with Dak. That's how I'm going to look at it. So I'll say, don't ask me to act Dak. I know that sounds like a cop-out, but I have to ask Dak, man. We got to accommodate Dak. Like, if this who we got for the next 2 years, we got to put him in the most user-friendly situation we could possibly do. Shout out to T Green, said, Landlord, what's up, family? I'm glad we keeping DQ. We need him. We need better offensive plays called. So let's Mike McCarthy call plays and let Kellen Moore do something else. Let Kellen Moore walk out the door. But that'll never happen, so we need Kellen just to design the plays. Okay, I kind of lost my list, y'all. I had a list up. Dang, okay. We know, let me see. Let me pull it up one more time. Cowboys free agent. Y'all forgive me. I had the list pulled up. The phone did something goofy. Okay. Anthony Brown. What y'all think about Anthony Brown? My Anthony Brown take gonna be crazy. Like, y'all probably finna trip out. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe Anthony Brown gonna be a Cowboy, y'all. The stream might be lagging. Am I good, y'all? Am I good, y'all? Let me know. Am I good, y'all? TA, what happened to my low IQ level? They talking about me? Good grief. They say I'm lagging. Dying, I hope it act right. Let me see. It look like it's straight. I don't know. Am I good now, y'all? It say everyone cutting in and out. I don't know. He said the stream is a little laggy. Dang, I don't know, y'all. I'm trying to make it through. TA said low IQ level, straight facts. I don't know what you're talking about, TA. Is it me or what? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Swain with the $5 super chat. I appreciate it, sir. It seemed like my numbers dropping. I don't know if the screen messing up or what, y'all. Good grief. Said your screen messing up. Dang, I don't know, man. He said refresh. I don't know. Let me see. I don't know what to do. I thought I was working on something. Let me see. It should be straight. Shows doesn't have a dog in him. Straight up. Am I okay now? Let me know before I continue, man. Or I might have to just wrap it up. Let me see. Dang, it look like it's behind. I don't know. Let me see what Facebook doing, y'all. Give me 1 second before I stop the screen. I don't know. Dang, it look like it's way behind. I don't know. But let me try to get through this then, y'all. Y'all forgive me. But, okay. We said Anthony Brown. I'm going to just give y'all the last one, man, because my screen want to hate on me. We can continue this tomorrow. But I feel like Anthony Brown is going to be a Cowboy, regardless of what y'all think. You want to know why Anthony Brown is going to be a Cowboy? It's because he probably going to be cheap. He probably going to have a team-friendly deal. And he has position flex. He can play the slot and outside corner. And he knows the scheme. And he homegrown. So y'all might as well get used to it. He's going to be a Cowboy. I think we going to work. I think Anthony Brown going to work with us and we going to pay him. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I think Anthony Brown will be here. I would be surprised if they let Anthony Brown go. Dante Fowler. I would love to keep Dante Fowler. Just tell me what the price tag is. I would love to keep Dante Fowler.